Let's look at the National Capital Region at this point. The new BJP government in Haryana has just announced another highway that will cross through Faridabad. Many are hoping that this announcement will usher in a paradigm shift for Faridabad's real estate market. Onitam Ojha gives you a detailed update from Ground Zero.
From these smoke-billowing industrial chimneys to high-rises, the skyline of Faridabad has changed. Despite that, Faridabad has to settle for being the poor cousin of Gurgaon and Noida, all thanks to infrastructure bottlenecks and connectivity issues. This, however, could change soon. With the new government focusing on several infrastructure projects, Faridabad could soon play catch-up.
If this road which passes through the entire district of say Faridabad and particularly these new sectors, there will be a very good connectivity to this. Already you know, with the construction of the border, these bridges and then metro, there is a very good connectivity to the entire township.
The key infra initiatives include developing two national highways, Ghaziabad-Noida-Faridabad-Sohna and Sohna-Ballavgarh-Tigao-Gautam Budh-Nagar Deota-Sikandrabad national highways, extending Delhi Metro's Violet Line from Badarpur to YMCA Chowk in Faridabad, which is expected to be operational by June next year. The metro line will be extended further to Gurgaon. Land has been acquired for 9.9 km stretch stuck in Faridabad for the much-awaited Faridabad-Noida-Ghaziabad Expressway. A 220 kV power substation is planned in Sector 78. 4 bridges will come up across the Agra Canal, along which the residential sectors of Neharpar is located. Faridabad is also awaiting to reap the benefits from the Faridabad-Palwal Investment Zone, which is a part of the DMIC. The lack of infrastructure so far has also deterred multinational and IT companies to set shop in Faridabad, despite its strategic location and proximity to Delhi. Developers claim that this is now changing.
These things will come up, I think so. The rates will be increased near about 2,000 rupees per square feet. And the most important thing is in Faridabad is some IT projects now coming up.
Weighted average price in Gurgaon increased from 6,756 rupees per square feet to 7,124 rupees per square feet between January and September this year. Prices in Noida rose from 5,250 rupees per square feet to 5,600 rupees per square feet during the same period. Prices in Faridabad market rose marginally from 3,950 rupees per square feet to 4,330 rupees per square feet.
From price point of view, there is a continuous growth, not extraordinary, but we take the average of, let's say, 12 to 17% is the average growth rate, which from last so many years we have seen in the Faridabad. Right now prices are available in terms of Faridabad, Neharpar area, maybe 3,500 rupees to 4,500 rupees per square feet, all inclusive.
And home buyers of Faridabad are a happy lot.
Faridabad being at the epicenter of Delhi NCR, water, educational hub, and as far as connectivity is concerned, connectivity has been an issue for some time initially when I bought this property, but there have been a lot of developments which have been happening since last 3 years now. That way I think this is probably the best place to live.
The facelift of Faridabad has been long overdue. While both residents and industry are upbeat about the announcements, timely implementation of the projects is what will make or mar Faridabad. In Faridabad, Onitam Ojha, NDTV.